And welcome to the Marcus and Mike Show, guys. I am Mike. My man Marcus is running a little bit late today, so we have to welcome my main man Terry to the show. Terry, how you doing, buddy?
Man, it's Friday. We made it. That's all I can say about this week.
Sorry, his name is Iron Man. Moving forward here, Terry Iron Man Little.
Just today.
Terry, you have a podcast called the Common Sense Show.tv. Tell us a little bit about that.
What that is it's about my life and how I've come from such a poor upbringing to the mistakes that I made in my life, the bad marriages, relationships, bad choices. And so what I did with that show was to try to help other people to avoid to make those mistakes. A lot of times in life, people move without using any common sense, and they wonder why they get into certain spots in life. My job, or what I think I've been called to do, is to try to help other people avoid those bumps, because life is hard enough. And if you can avoid a couple of bumps in the road to make life easy, that's what I'm here for. That's what it's about.
And guys, I've been listening to the podcast here for about a month and a half, half now, and I really love the Chronicle series from the time when you moved to Chicago, or from North Carolina to Chicago, and dealing with those old cougars or and whatnot. It is
crazy.
a grand time. But guys, this is the Marcus and Mike Show. So if you are new here, consider liking the Facebook page, as we are going live on Facebook right now. Consider us following us on iTunes as well, also on the Spreaker app. So look up for RTF Productions. So I got my hood up because it is a little chilly out here in southern Indiana. It's also probably chilly up in Idaho, where my man Iron Man is like that. And where it's really chilly right now is Kansas City, Missouri, where Patrick Mahomes goes down last night after a win, a 30-6 win. So Marcus, your close game picking Denver Bronco pick and get that butt out of here. My boys win last night, but Patrick Mahomes goes down with a apparent dislocated kneecap, and I've heard reports that he's out for at least 3 weeks. Also, the backup quarterback, I believe, is Chad Henne, if I'm not mistaken. He's hurt as well. So third stringer Matt Moore will be at the helm. Is this Iron Man? Is this a big deal for the Kansas City Chiefs moving forward? Can they survive without Patrick Mahomes?
It's going to be a big deal. Matt Moore, I remember him playing back in Carolina a few years back. It's panic time in Kansas City. I think they can maybe get one out of the next three, maybe. I'm not sure their schedule, but Matt Moore is not a great quarterback. So yeah. The defense is definitely going to have to pick up. I don't think one out of three.
One out of three, you're saying.
Yeah.
So you're saying with all the weapons that the Kansas City Chiefs have moving forward, they're going to go 1 out of 3.
Matt can't do it, man. He can't get it.
So for of you those that don't know who Matt Moore is, just like Iron Man said here, he was a quarterback for the Carolina Panthers for only a couple years. He was actually on the Miami Dolphins quarterback as a scout, and he was on the team, or on the Dolphins team as a scout at the draft, or at the 2019 draft. He got a call up from the Kansas City Chiefs, and lo and behold, here he is now going to be starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs for the next couple weeks here. So the good thing about the Kansas City Chiefs is that the defense has finally showed up. Ragsdale is back, the linebacker. So you have Ragsdale, you have Hitchens, you have Chris Jones on the outside. You've got the Honey Badger in the secondary. Positive things are happening in Kansas City. I did a short little podcast yesterday asking if the Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Denver Broncos, was it time to panic? And I simply said no, because what are you going to panic about? Our defense sucks anyways. That's the only thing you can panic about. But now Patrick Mahomes goes down. It might be time to panic a little bit, because looking at the schedule forward, they do play the Green Bay Packers, 5-1, a really good Green Bay Packers team. They're playing the 4-2 Minnesota Vikings. Maybe 4-2 might be a little cloud and dust there, because they aren't as good as they were last year, but they're still pretty darn good. And then they travel to the Titans. So positive things here is they are at home the next 2 weeks. versus the Packers and the Vikings.
Yeah.
Bad thing is that those are tough defenses and tough teams to play. So
Yeah.
hopefully, the Chiefs. Hopefully, the Chiefs are smart about bringing Patrick Mahomes back because they are still in a pretty good position. We are 5-2 now, still leading the AFC West. With a Chargers are down, Broncos are obviously down, and I think the Raiders they won a couple games to kind of get the flow going a tad bit, but I think they're all cloud and dust, just as well. Yeah. Any thoughts on that?
I think the only thing that I can think of is that as far as the next 3 games, the Packers is a loss. Tennessee is going to be probably the win that I was telling you about, that one win out of 3.
Right.
Because the Minnesota's going to give them a run, especially at least they're home. They're in Arrowhead for the next 2 games, so they should be fine those 2 games. But when they go,
it is funny that you say that, but the 2 games that the Kansas City Chiefs lost this year was at Arrowhead. So yeah, so I mean, is the home cooking not as good as it used to be?
And with Patrick out, it may not be. Now those ribs are good in Kansas City, but I don't know.
Ribs, you got to go barbecue, man. You got to go pull pork at Gates. Gates in the hood. You got to go to Gates in the hood off of the Paseo.
Oh, in the
hood. You don't want to go to one over in on the rich part down. That is trash. Go to one in the hood. But guys, so nice. Taken away from last night's games, like I said, the Chiefs did win 30-6. Positive outlook from the game from the Chiefs' standpoint. Do you have any positive from the games?
I mean, from what I saw, because like I said, I did not watch the game last night, but 30-6. When did Patrick go down? This is what I want to know. When in the game did he go down? Did he go down?
I believe it was mid-second quarter. He did a quarter
early,
and he took a helmet to the kind of like the side knee. So
wow. So I mean, if Patrick went down and he just scored the majority of the points after that, then the positives is that your offense still maintained and your defense held.
You still have Tyreek Hill. You still have Sammy Watkins. You still have Harmon. You still have Shady McCoy. You still have all those weapons out there.
Yeah. That's positive. That's definitely looking good going in. But I still really believe that the Packers, and even though Patrick is out and Matt Moore is quarterback, and like you said, the offensive weapons and their defense will give the Packers a run. I don't think it's going to be a bigger blowout as some people are probably predicting it to be with Patrick being out. But we'll see. It's going to be a good game, I think.
So I always try to think on the bright side of things here. Like, I'm not a Debbie Downer. I'm like the glass is always half full here. But I just got a text from one of my, you can say, inside sources for the Kansas City Chiefs here. They said they are strongly consider signing Colin Kaepernick. Kansas City Chiefs fans, Kansas City Chiefs ownership, general manager, do not freaking sign Colin Kaepernick. That is the beginning of the end of your franchise if you sign Colin Kaepernick. What are your thoughts on that?
Yo, that's a toughie because I kind of stand with Cap a little bit.
Okay. So let me adjust my stance a little bit. Like, I don't care what he does. You can kneel, you can praise Allah, you can do whatever you want. But the point is, he is just not a very good NFL quarterback. There's a reason why he is not in the NFL.
At his prime, he was a good quarterback
7 years ago, right?
Okay, yeah. But in his prime, he can always bring that. He can always wheel that back a little bit. I read somewhere that if the Panthers, if Mr. Allen down there in Carolina keeps winning, they may bench Cam, and then Cam can possibly sign with somebody else. But we don't know. That's all rumorville. But Kaepernick, I think, I gotta agree with you. Football wise,
yes,
that it's going to be.
I don't try to add politics into into our discussion at all.
Yeah.
It's strictly football matter.
Yeah, when you put it that way, then it could be poison because I'm sure Colin is rusty out of all the news press conferences and the Nike ads and the check he got from them, and
And
So to
and I
start.
wonder if he could, let's say he is a superior talent. He has gotten better over the last 3 or 4 years. He
Mhm.
has become an elite level quarterback, tier one. I don't think he can play for the NFL simply because of the collusion case that he filed against the NFL.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he can, rightfully work for the NFL like anymore. Like,
Right.
God, like being a chain crew, a referee, a NFL quarterback. Like, I don't think he can do anything with the NFL. I mean, I could be wrong. So people in the chat or Terry,
Yeah.
like if you know something different, let me know.
I heard the same thing with the collusion cases that he can't work for them because it'll be a conflict of a conflict of interest. Whatever the reason, I don't think he should. I don't think he should sign. Let's see. So Marcus is in the chat. If Patrick Mahomes is out for the season, I could sign Colin. I would sign Colin Kaepernick. If Patrick Mahomes is only gone for 1 month, then I would not sign Colin K. So Marcus,
you need to get in the show for one, and because Colin Kaepernick is not a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, let's think about this. The Tennessee Titans are looking to clean house. They are at that point in their season where they can't get any better with the players that they had, but they can't get any worse either. So they're going to be a 500 team forever. They need to throw a grenade on that team, trade Marcus Mariota, trade Ryan Tannehill, etc. I mean, if I were the Kansas City Chiefs, I would not be going after a quarterback that's been out of the league for 3 or 4 years. Go for a backup that is in the league right now, or maybe even that dude that just got cut by the Jets. What is his name? Simeon or
Trevor Simeon.
Yeah. So
the Broncos, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like even him. Well, I mean, anybody but Colin Kaepernick, I think, would be I would go after Michael Vick. I think Michael Vick's better than Colin Kaepernick.
I think Mike still got it. I think he got exiled the league a little early, but Trevor Simeon would be an excellent replacement.
How about RG3 and
RG3? He is not the same dude. He
is not the same dude. But all you have to do is you have to hold down the fort. You just have to be able to hand the ball to Shady McCoy and throw the ball as far as you can and let those cheetahs go get the ball. Right?
I agree with that. But if it came down to it, you got Colin Kaepernick or Matt Moore. It's I think at that point for Kansas City, it'll be a thing of let's pick the lesser of two evils. You know what I'm saying?
Matt Moore has been in the league obviously they've both been in the league, but he's been on this team since training camp. So like I think Matt Moore would have a little bit, there would be less of a learning curve, I guess you can say. You know, like a less of offensive explosion.
Yeah.
Maybe. But nonetheless, reports are surfacing that Patrick Mahomes is out for 3 weeks, pending a MRI, see if there's any ligament damage or whatever else. As Kansas City Chiefs fan, hopefully they're smart about this. Don't rush him back because this is our franchise quarterback. We do not want a RG3 situation or a Andrew Luck situation where they rush him back. Like, hey, you got to come back. You got to come back. And then he gets hurt again. And so
Marcus wants you to read his last comment. He said, he clarified it that he would sign Colin Kaepernick if Patrick was gone for the year. Right. And then for 1 month, he wouldn't.
So, I mean, is Colin Kaepernick a answer for a year long? Like when your team has Super Bowl hopes, do you think Colin Kaepernick can lead the team to a Super Bowl? I don't know.
I don't think so.
But it is what it is. So let's go ahead and move forward here. And this is Friday afternoon. We haven't done a Friday show in a while, so we're going to have to do a pigskin pick'em here. So Terry, this is your first time here.
Yeah.
So basically, what happens is we go down the list, we pick the teams, and then at the end of it, you have to give us a lock. Who is your team locked going to win this week? 100%.
Let's get it.
So the first game that we have to pick them here is 3-3 Los Angeles Rams take on the 1-5 Atlanta Falcons. Who do you got?
Rams.
You're going with the Rams.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Rams as well. I think they have that sour taste in their mouth a little bit.
Oh yeah.
The only thing the Falcons have going for them this week is that they are at home. So I mean that the Rams have definitely taken a step back. I would like to see the addition of Jalen Ramsey this
that would
week.
Be cool to
see how good he interacts with that team. But people fail to understand that to get Jalen Ramsey, the Rams traded off Marcus Peters to the Baltimore Ravens, and a team is on IR. So that secondary is not as potent as it used to be. But I'm going with the Rams as well.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the 0-5 Miami Dolphins take on the 4-1 Buffalo Bills. Who do you got?
Buffalo. Well, yeah, Buffalo. I was going to switch it up and say Miami, but Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo. Buffalo's too good of a team right now. They're playing expired ball. So
they are a team that I think was going to go 4-12 this season, and clearly they might still go 4-12. They do have 4 wins on the season, but it's not going to happen. They are playing really good football right now. They are 4-1. They're the only team to really challenge the New England Patriots so far this season. So that defense looks nice. I don't think it's going to happen for Miami this year. They're going to go 0-16, exactly what they wanted. So I'm picking the Buffalo Bills, and this will be my lock this week is the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Next up, you have the 2-4 Jacksonville Jaguars take on the 0-6 Cincinnati Bengals. Who do you got?
This is I don't mean to laugh out loud because I don't. Cincinnati is a team I've never really cared for. Andy Dalton, never really cared for. So my lock. This is my lock pick. Jacksonville over Cincinnati this week.
So you're picking Jacksonville to lock over Cincinnati Bengals, and I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals to win this week. They are at home. Jacksonville Jaguars are licking their wounds after losing their best player on their team.
Well, they're due for a win, so yeah.
The whole mustache quarterback they got going on there. It's just I got to go with the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals are too good talent-wise to go winless this season, and they get 3 wins this season, one of them coming from the Cincinnati Bengals.
I don't know, man.
Next up, you have the 4-2 Minnesota Vikings on the road taking on the 2-1 Detroit Lions. Who do you got?
I got Detroit on this one. Detroit is Matthew Stafford and the boys are ready to play. I think they're going to pull it out against them. Yeah, so Detroit.
Yeah, I'm going with the Detroit Lions as well. I saw them play a couple weeks ago in person. The Ford Dome is a very, very hard place to play. A highly underrated stadium to go to. Not a bad seat in the house. It's very loud. It's very ruckus. And we saw last week that the Lions can play with teams like the Green Bay Packers. So look for the Lions to make a little bit of run here, making a wild card. I'm not saying they're going to win the division, but they're going to win a wild card spot, and you do not want to play them in January. If they get a big name receiver here in the next couple weeks before the trade deadline, i.e. AJ Green, Antonio Brown, maybe Odell Beckham Jr., this team can win a playoff game.
They can. They should bring back Megatron.
Well, he is done. He's been out for 3 years now.
3 or 4.
So
he was bad. He was a bad boy.
He was on a very, very bad team. So next up, you have the 3-2 Oakland Raiders take on the 5-1 Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field.
Oh, Green Bay. See what you say at Lambeau to me. That's automatic. That should have been my lock pick. But yeah, Green Bay.
Yeah. So I do like what Green Bay Packers are doing there. Aaron Rodgers looked like he kind of hit another gear. Their tailback Jones is it Andrew Jones or Jones is his last name? The guy that scored 4 touchdowns versus the Dallas Cowboys and waved bye to him and got fined $10,000 for that for whatever reason. But the Oakland Raiders, like I said earlier, I think they are a lot of smoke and mirrors, and they get exposed this week.
Oh yeah,
versus the Green Bay Packers. Yeah. Next up, you might have quite possibly the game of the week. You have the Houston Texans 4-2 traveling to Indy to take on the 3-2 Colts. Who do you got?
Oh, I like Deshaun. Deshaun is really playing some inspired ball after he got baptized out there in Europe last week, a month ago. So I like Deshaun. Yeah, Texas all day.
Texans.
Yeah,
You know what? We said before that the AFC South was the toughest division in football. You had the Titans. Turns out they're trash. You
trash.
have you have the Colts. We thought, hey, they are going to be trash because Andrew Luck retired. Look at them. They go and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Houston, we are kind of what they expected to be 11-5, 12-4 type of frame here. They're on pace for that. As you guys see, Marcus is picking the Texans because he is a Texans fan.
Yeah,
I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts.
Indianapolis Colts. You like Jody and them, huh?
I do like Brissett. Brissett, ever since he has been named, like, man, this is your team. Jacoby lead us to the promised land. He has been playing lights out. There's a reason why he was at New England for so long, because he is a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's great. He's a good quarterback. However, my insiders tell me that Andrew Luck has been hanging around Colts facility the last 3 weeks. So hopefully they don't bring Andrew Luck back and ruin what Brissett has going for them. But I am picking the Colts this week. You can kind of call it an upset. I like a lot. I like to think, but but I'm going with the Colts.
Yes, definitely upset.
Next up, you have the 2-3-1 Arizona Cardinals taking on the 2-4 New York Football Giants. Who do you got?
Arizona. I think it's time for Kyler Murray to come on and do his thing. He's been playing around all season, so I think it's he didn't win the Heisman for nothing. So I'm a big Kyler Murray fan. So I think it's time. It's time for him to do something. So yeah, and then the Giants. What's the quarterback up there?
Daniel Jones.
He's scary because it depends on who comes to play that day, and they could blow those boys out if they're not careful. But my pick is going to be Arizona.
So I respect that pick, and Kyler Murray has been kind of doing his thing, but their defense is horrible.
Yeah,
they've been giving up points, and they were like in week 1 when they were down 27-0 to the Detroit Lions, and I thought the Detroit Lions were going to be complete trash like all year. I'm like, man, the Cardinals are not very, very good, but the Cardinals are a okay team. When you have an okay team, you don't play too well on the road, especially in New York.
Yeah.
New York is just kind of a different animal there. I like a lot, I think. And if I'm not mistaken, Saquon Barkley is coming back this week as well. So I'm going to go with the Giants, but it's going to be an ugly game. We're talking like 13-10, 14-10 type of score here. And as you guys see here on Facebook Live, Marcus is going with Arizona as well. So next up, you have one of the 2 undefeated teams left in the NFL, 5-0 San Francisco 49ers, taking on the 1-4 Washington Redskins. Who do you got?
49ers in a landslide.
49ers in a landslide.
It's going to be ugly.
You are a Jimmy G fan, I'm assuming?
No, I'm a Richard Sherman fan. I like Richard Sherman. And if you watched the press conference last week, we talked about this the other day.
You're right.
He told them haters, keep that same energy, y'all. Yeah, we sucked. Keep that same energy. So, 49ers in a landslide. Jimmy G got those boys playing. The defense is crazy. Bosa, Sherman, those guys. I mean, it's crazy. So, they're gonna lose, but it won't be to the Redskins. They're just
and they are going to lose. It is going to be this week versus the Washington Redskins.
Come on,
because they're going to have that hangover. They're going to have that hangover from beating the Rams. They're like the Rams were 13-3 like this past year. They were supposed to be the talk of the league. They were supposed to go back to another Super Bowl, go 14-2 this season. Yada yada yada. And now we're playing the 1-win Washington Redskins. Who cares about these guys? It's so I believe it is a 1:00 kickoff time, if I'm not mistaken.
I might have to watch that one.
So it is a 1:00 kickoff time. So back in 49er land, it is 10 o'clock in the morning?
10 o'clock in the morning.
Those boys are going to come out flat. They're going to come back like, I really don't want to play this game too much. Washington Redskins are going to realize, hey, we still have Adrian Peterson in the backfield. Man, the Washington Redskins are going to upset the 49ers this week, cause war to go. oh, maybe we should start Dwayne Haskins even more now. Yada yada yada. But
That's your upset pick?
that well, I had the Cincinnati beating
You can change it.
like the Jaguars. But yeah, I mean, we'll go with this as an upset pick because the 49ers are 5-0 and the Redskins are 1-5. So
yeah, that's your upset pick. This is your show. You can change it whenever you want to.
and then Marcus is also picking the 49ers to win this game. So speaking of Los Angeles, 2-4 Los Angeles Chargers travel to Tennessee to take on the Tennessee Titans. Who do you got?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Philip Rivers, I think. I don't know how to judge Philip Rivers. He confuses me. But if I had to pick, it would be the Chargers because Tennessee, just like you said a little while ago, Tennessee is in this part of the season to where they're just all discombobulated. So I don't know if they can even pull it together this season. So I would pick the Chargers by 10, maybe. That's gonna be another one of those ugly games that you were talking about earlier. It ain't gonna be pretty, not by a long shot, but I think it'll be the Chargers by 10 or something like that. Because I believe in Philip sometimes.
Yeah, the good thing about the Chargers is this is a 4:00 kickoff. So over in LA is like it'll be a normal 1:00 kickoff for them. But I'm picking the Tennessee Titans to win this game because last week they did bench Marcus Mariota. Ryan Tannehill came in the second half, didn't show too much promise, but you give him a week at the helm, becoming the starter. I think they have the Los Angeles Chargers number this week because they're going to rally around the new quarterback, and usually when you rally around a new player, a new wide receiver, a new tailback, it can catapult you to a nice 2-game winning streak or like or so. But they will quickly fall back down to earth when they play the Kansas City Chiefs in 2 weeks and get that ass whooped. So and it looks like Marcus the Sports Freak is picking Tennessee as well to win this game.
Yeah.
So then we have the Sunday afternoon prime time type of game here. I guess you can say. Well, actually, there's you had the 4-2 Baltimore Ravens taking on the 5-1 Seattle Seahawks and the home of the 12th man. Who do you got in this one?
I never want to count out Russell and the boys because they always, and the defense, Cam Chancellor and them guys, they're good, but I believe in Lamar's feet, so I'm pulling for
You believe
Baltimore.
a running back playing quarterback's going to win a game, huh?
Yeah. I think it's this time to do it. Have a big win. So I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, I'm pulling Baltimore.
So with the addition of Marcus Peters to the Baltimore Ravens, everything kind of seems to be swinging in the Ravens side. They're going to probably have Marcus Peters manned up on Tyler Lockett, take away that passing game, and then then it's kind of a battle of the feet, like which quarterback can scramble more to gain more yards. But I don't think that is going to be the case this week. I think that the Seattle Seahawks are going to use that home field advantage to their advantage. The fans are going to be lit. Russell Wilson is going to find a way to beat the Baltimore Ravens, catapulting them into a 6-1 record going into week 8, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And it looks like Marcus is choosing the Ravens as as well. Then we have primetime Sunday night football. This game matters, probably the most meaningful game on the schedule this week, I think. We have the 3-3 Philadelphia Eagles taking on the 3-3 Dallas Cowboys. Who do you got?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh,
I told you guys. My favorite team was the Panthers, and whoever plays Dallas. So I think it's time for Carson Wentz. He's making a comeback. He's getting better. I think it's time for him to go ahead and take over the NFC. And Dallas is I just don't like Dallas. So I think they're overrated, and I don't like them. But if they can't if they can't handle Zeke in the backfield, it's over. If they don't put a shotgun on him, it's over. But if they can contain Zeke, and control Dak at the line, I think the Philadelphia Eagles will win.
So
Not by a landslide, but I think they'll win.
What is your final score like in this game?
If I had to pick a final score, it'd be 26-17. Something like that.
17 Philadelphia Eagles from the Iron Man. Yeah. Iron Man, you better be made of steel because this week you're going to take so many L's, man.
I'm picking Valancourt.
You cannot pick the Dallas Cowboys. You cannot pick against the Dallas Cowboys on prime time in Jerry World at 8:20 at night. Man, this is going to be fire game. Ezekiel Elliott is finally going to be in shape. You're going to see Zeke. They're going to feed him. They're going to feed him. They're going to feed him. They're going to take the ball out of Dak Prescott's hands. They're going to feed my man Zeke. So if you have any receivers on the Dallas Cowboys in your fantasy team, you better sit them on the bench because Zeke's going to get 30-plus touches for 200 yards. They are not going to be able to stop this man. Eagles are going to fly right into the ground. Dallas Cowboys win 35-17. It is going to be ugly early and ugly often, and the Eagles are just going to score late just to pad stats a little bit. That's all they're going to do, man.
Fly, Eagles, fly. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
So it looks like Marcus did pick the Dallas Cowboys.
Marcus did.
I kind of assumed that because me and Marcus both had the Cowboys going through 13-3 this season. So I got to ask you this question. Since Marcus isn't here, I got to ask somebody the question, and I'll ask the fans as well. If the Dallas Cowboys do not win this week, have a 4-game losing streak, is Jason Garrett gone?
Jerry won't fire him during the season. I think, but his job is definitely in jeopardy. He should have been gone from Dallas, if you ask me. But I think that Jerry's going to wait to the end of the season, especially if they go to the point where they either have a losing season or if they don't make the playoffs or if they get bounced in the first round. I think he will be on the hot seat. But Jerry will wait to the end of the season to fire him. I don't think he'll do any mid-season firings. I've never known him to do that.
Yeah, I would agree with you if they did not have the offensive weapons that they have put together. Like as far as coaching staff wise, you have John Kitna as the quarterback guru type of thing. He has a lot of football knowledge. So there are people that can easily step up and be the head coach. And Jason Garrett, his butt's got to be blistered.
It better be. It should be.
He has been. He's been on that hot seat for what, 5 or 6 years now.
At least
if
5.
the Cowboys lose this week, and it's ugly, if it's coaching's mistake why they lost, hey, we didn't call a timeout, hey, we didn't do this, Jason Garrett could be gone as soon as before he gets to the locker room and gives his speech. He's going to have his pink letter on the desk saying, hey, man, get out of here.
Here's what I'm thinking. Because Jason's been there for a while, right? And so how many times has Jason been in a situation to where the team went south and all the blame kind of fell on him, or if it didn't fall on him, or what have you?
Last year when they started, when they were like 2-4 to start the season.
Yeah, and so and Jerry didn't fire him mid-season. Then that's why I'm saying I believe Jerry will fire him mid-season. I think just like Marcus is agreeing with me. I think that Jerry's going to wait. If it gets to he's going to ride it out to the end of the season. Like I said, if they have a losing season, don't make the playoffs, or they get bounced in the first round, Jerry is a man about his money, and I'm wasting it with you. So let me go and get somebody else. Like you said, you got John Kitna and then everybody else, and then he can retire John Witten and put him at the head coaching spot, whatever. But he has options. So I think he'll wait to the end of the season to do that.
I think your best coaching option might be in the booth. Tony Romo, he's a pretty damn good commentator, and he knows what's coming. So I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't end up in a coaching role.
He wouldn't surprise me either. Not in Dallas. I think he'll be good someplace else.
Right.
What's his name? Out in Tennessee. Who's the coach in Tennessee? Need a new coach out there.
I don't know. I don't know who the coach over there is. I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, I do feel like he could be a coach somewhere, but not at Dallas.
All right. Well, I see what you're saying. So, guys, those are our picks for today. Terry and Marcus both say if Jason Garrett does not make the playoffs, he is gone. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say if they win bad, or sorry, if they lose bad Sunday, Jason Garrett's gone by Tuesday. So it's one extreme or the other, like at this point. But the Cowboys have to right the ship this week, and I think they are. And they're going to right the ship with like Zeke. So guys, that's going to be it for today. Terry, thanks for being on, man. We'll get the crew back together on Monday when we have a couple more. We have one more game to pick. We have the Monday Night Football, the New England Patriots and the Jets. We'll pick that Monday, and they'll recap this week's games. So, guys, join us Monday, same time. We'll be on Facebook Live, and then it'll be on iTunes shortly after. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a couple friends. Have a good day.